Mindset, uplift, manifest, momentum, mindset, uplift, manifest, momentum, mindset, uplift, manifest. Welcome into the show. It is Saturday, February 27th, 2021. You're running with the runners, where we teach people to get assets over liabilities and create residual income. Ricardo Hamilton, it's Saturday, it's payday. What a great time to be alive. How are you feeling?
Hey, I'm feeling good, especially when you mention it's payday. Look, we talk about cash flow is king. Cash flow is king, and you got to have residual income. If you're relying on one stream of income, you're a disaster waiting to happen. And, we get excited, because 7K pay every week, residual basis, man. And we're just going to continue to grow this business and build this income and get these assets. So, yeah, we're loving life right now during the pandemic.
I had a good friend of mine reach out to me today. We haven't talked in a few years. And, he was interested in 7K. And it was the story I keep hearing over and over again is, he has a good job, but he sees no way out. He's going to have to just continue to work until he's 60, 65, 70. And people are kind of done with that. They're realizing life is short. I want to do what I want to do. I want to follow my passion. And unless you can figure out how to make money while you're sleeping, you're going to be, stuck in a job, and you're going to have to do things you don't want to do and forego, events and, fun that you're not going to be able to do it because you have to trade your time for money.
Yeah. I think it was Warren Buffett said, if you find a way to make money in your sleep, you'll work till you die. And, unfortunately, a lot of people are finding that they have to come out of retirement and enter the workforce again because they don't have a sufficient cash flow or savings. And, this is why we get excited that we're building up systems of leverage that will pay us a residual for the efforts that we have done before. We are effectively creating our own pension. The life of the company, we're effectively creating our pension. And the pension is what people relied on, back in that era. That's when it was good, and then they switched everybody over to the 401k, which was really for the CEOs. It wasn't for the employees, but it was a way for people to, for the companies to save money by getting you into a 401k as opposed to having to commit to paying out that pension for life. But no, we love it. You got to have a home-based business. You got to have an additional stream of income. You have to create some residual passive income. Your income cannot solely be derived upon you going to work and putting in energy to get a check.
Without a doubt. And so what we want to do, guys, is show you multiple ways to get passive income, to have another income stream. And I'm super excited to share with you guys the 80-20 plan tonight. Before we do that, let's cover the markets really quick. Gold is down 2.39% today to end the week. Silver, again, I think this is just the Fridays that we looked at last night, but again, silver goes down 3.5% at the end of the weekend. Bitcoin at 45,000. Now, here's what really happened. And I posted this today on my Facebook. Another 4.6 million silver ounces were taken for delivery on the COMEX on Friday. 20-day total stands at 41.2 million, at least 4 times any prior year. So what this means is people took physical delivery of the silver, not the paper contracts. So again, the banks rig the price down, then take the physical delivery at that low price. And this is from January 29th to February 26th for the last 20 years, Ricardo. And you can see the only year where it was even close was 2010.
During the financial crisis.
Yep, during a global crisis. Now we have to where almost 40 million ounces of silver were taken for delivery in the last 20 days. This is how we're doing it, guys. We're forcing their hand by doing silver for freedom. I've already seen some people do it, but if you are watching, again, hashtag silver for freedom, the number 4, freedom. We are going to take back our power 1 ounce of silver at a time. And when you guys go to Wall Street Silver, you see what is going on and how this movement is just getting started. This is the long game. We're not going to take down JP Morgan and the banksters overnight. It's a long game, keeping our eyes on the prize. So Ricardo, the main thing we want to talk about tonight is a smart contract that just launched today. And we'll look at the market here, a little bit down on the weekend, Bitcoin down to 46, Ethereum 1450. And we're going to talk about the Binance coin, or BNB, which is the number 5 coin. And they have had quite a price rise in the last month. And that is because of their Binance Smart Chain that is, trying to compete with Ethereum. Ethereum is good and solid, but very slow and expensive. And Binance is faster and cheaper. So less than a month ago, you could have got BNB for $40. And it hit a high at 338, retraced a little bit, but is just bouncing around in the low 200s, low to mid 200s. So Binance is the biggest exchange in the world. It's located, I believe, in China. Americans can't trade on it anymore. There's a Binance.us. They have the number 5 cryptocurrency in the world. So this is a huge corporation with lots of power and influence in the crypto community. So I think building on them is pretty solid. I don't see them going away. They're very mainstream. If you do want to learn more about crypto and blockchain, they have a free academy. So at some point, you guys have to take the time to get educated in cryptocurrency and blockchain. It's the future. So remember all those weird people who started using emails and computers in the early 90s? And everyone else was like, what are you doing? Okay, that's where we're at now. This is the new standard. To be successful, to know what's going on, you need to start to understand blockchain because it's not going away. So let's get in now to what is going on with this. First things first, Ricardo, should we cover what a smart contract is? I don't want to. So if I start going to, pull me back if I go too fast.
Yeah. No problem, brother.
All right. So a smart contract is a code that once it's delivered cannot be changed. It's going to execute these things based on the math and the code. So this is an 80-20 smart contract done by Rico Cunningham and his team. And he made one on Ethereum that I've been using for months. And it's just a way to passively make Ethereum. Now, the problem, contracts still run and still doing great, but it's so expensive to do a transaction on Ethereum. So they decided to improve the plan a little bit and move it over to the BNB Smart Chain. So before we even talk about how to do this, I just want to go over the way this is structured because it really is genius. Let's pretend you're going to put 1 BNB into this smart contract, and you kind of have to think of it as a bank. When you do that, 0.8 or 80% of it are going to mint the GS50 token. That means create. And that will go to your wallet. So that 0.8 BNB is going to be inside the smart contract, and the smart contract creates a token for you. So at any time, you can exchange those tokens for your BNB. So really where this whole economy and bank comes in is the 20%. That 20% is broken down for the economy to reward people in the community. Much like when a bank makes profit, the shareholders make money and different people that own the company. Well, what happens in this smart contract is 8% is a dividend payment for holding BNB. So when somebody brings in a BNB, 8% of that is going to be distributed amongst all the holders of the GS50 coin. Passive income, residual income. 0.2 or 2% goes to the loyalty payment. Now, in order to get the loyalty payments, you need 2,500, you see on the bottom here, bottom left, loyalty payments for holders with 2,500 GS50. So, I strongly recommend if you have the funds to get the loyalty pool, you definitely want to do it. Now, as more people buy into this pool, the price for the token will rise. So the earlier you get those loyalty rewards, the better you are. Now, this isn't like most normal smart contracts where you just refer a bunch of people and that's how you get paid. The sponsor payment is only 3%, which is essentially what credit card companies charge for every purchase you do. So there's not like this huge referral thing where you're just sending money to your sponsor or your upline. 80% of your money is going into the smart contract or the bank to be held for you to withdraw whenever you want. But as it's sitting in there, you're collecting all these dividends. 2% goes to the developers and 3% goes to the GSG Foundation in order to have improvements down the road and utilize the token in the economy. And then the liquidity fund, I'm not going to get into that, but eventually it's an extra pool that will eventually go to pay out for referrals as well. But that's the basic of it. It's just a way to store your BNB. And then as BNB rises, you're not losing that value because the token, the GS50, is just tied to the BNB that's in the smart contract. Now, you can sell when you want. You can sell your GS50, but there is going to be an 8% selling fee. So it rewards people that save and who just want to earn automatically. So again, 4% of that is going to the dividend payment of people who just hold the GS50 tokens. 2% to the loyalty payment, 1% to the foundation, and 1% to the developers, and then 92% will go to your wallet. So if you want to see the kind of pie breakdown, okay, there it is. When you put in one BNB or whatever it is, 80% token mint, and then the other ones are going here. And then this is when you sell, 92% are going to you, and the other ones are broken down here. So Ricardo, any questions or anything you think I should make more clear, or just kind of maybe your feelings towards why people would want to do this?
Yeah, no, I mean, I love it. I love it because it's not one of those smart contracts like you mentioned where it's driven on recruiting, where you're pretty much just getting paid from bringing somebody in. Here you have, a system where you're putting in value and you get out value while you still have your value. You still have your coins, and maybe you can elaborate more on how the GS50 is linked to BNB and how, as the BNB does well and continues to rise in value, how that affects the holders of GS50 and the value of the coin at this time. Because you mentioned getting into that pool. Well, what is the price of the coin, say, when it started, or where it is now, and where it possibly can go for the GS50?
Yeah, we can definitely do that. So let's look at the actual website. Okay, so this is the 80/20 website. So if you see the Google Doc in the video, wherever you're at, there's a Google Doc with mine and Ricardo's links. So first things, you can go up here to how it works, and you will see the breakdown, okay? You will see the wealth distribution, all right? When the GS50 tokens are bought or minted or sold and burned, dividends are paid to the token holders based on their dividend share. Every token minted will increase the price per GS50. When GS50 tokens are sold, they are burned, which means destroyed, and the total supply and token price decreases. So as more people use this bank, the price of the GS50 will go up. When somebody wants to pull their money out or their BNB out and they send in their GS50 to the smart contract to get their BNB back, they are going to burn that GS50 token because it's pulling that BNB out. So this is important. So there really is no worry of like people dumping or leaving the contract. In fact, if anything, that would be amazing. you want to be the last person in this smart contract, because as those people all exit, you're going to get paid dividends from them leaving. And your original 80% of whatever you put in is going to be left in the pool tied to your GS50. So does that help a little bit with that, Ricardo?
Yeah, definitely. I think that makes sense. Helping people understand, look, you still have your asset, right? And then of course it's better for you, like you said, to leave it in there, because this is where you get that dividends. We're talking about being your own bank, in this smart contract based off of BNB. And if you heard what Mike said, it's very similar to what Ethereum is doing. That's what Binance Smart Chain, is faster, it's cheaper. Okay. And so you can anticipate, the BNB to go up in value, as well as this GS 80/20 smart contract, because you're getting paid out, okay, in BNB. That's your dividend payout. And you saw that Mike showed you, BNB, the Binance, is a number 5 coin, top, cryptocurrency exchange, solid, platform exchange, and some people know the owner and everything. I mean, it's just phenomenal. It's a solid smart contract. It's backed by a solid coin, the BNB, and the future is very bright with the Binance Smart Chain.
And again, this is just about the loyalty dividend, which if you can, I would get 2,500 tokens as quickly as you can, because eventually the price of the coin is going to go up. I mean, it already has today, but it'll make it harder to get out of that. Now, the other cool thing I'll mention, Ricardo.
68 cents right now.
Yes, we're at 68 cents. And I think it was like, what, 30 cents this morning?
Started out at, 40 cents, up 68 cents right now. It's going higher. Okay, just to give you guys a little bit of background, the 80/20 smart contract on Ethereum, from my understanding, the coin got to about $3. Okay, so understand, and this 80/20 smart contract on the Binance Smart Chain has already beat the record, okay, of the 80/20 on the Ethereum Smart Chain. All right, as far as BNB and everything. So like Mike said, you definitely want to position yourself early while these coins are cheaper, as opposed to waiting later.
So what this means here, this user tools, Ricardo and I were talking about this before. This means that I'm getting 1.2% of the dividend share. So when someone puts in 1 BNB, I'm getting 1.2% of that of all the people in the smart contract. Ricardo, you were at
2.9, pretty much 3%.
Okay. So yeah. Ricardo was at 2.9 because he put in more than me. Now, as more people come into the contract, that number will go down because the pie is getting bigger. So if Ricardo and I want to keep our same percentage of that pie, we would want to either put in more BNB or invest our dividends back into the bank or the pool.
Yeah. I mean, because as it goes to say 1 million BNB is in the smart contract and it goes to 10 million, well, the pot is bigger, but the percentage of what you gained is smaller, but it's a bigger pot. So it's actually more money that you're getting, and as the smart contract can go to 100 million. I mean, this will be a very successful smart contract simply because of the way it functions, to where you're getting a payout and you still have access to your asset. Like Mike said, you can sell it anytime. You can sell it anytime, and it's linked to the value of BNB.
So Brenda Baldwin asked, how much is 2,500 coins? So I just did the math. Right now, it would be about $1,700 because the coin is at 68 cents. So that's about, what would it be? 0.68 times 2,500.
7 BNB, 7, 8 BNB maybe. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Yeah, about 7.5 BNB.
7, 8 BNB. Yeah.
Yep. So I think Ricardo and I were around 4.55 earlier today. So that's why you want to act quickly on these things. Now, this is the part I love, is how transparent a smart contract is. Okay. 80/20 plan just started today.
You can zoom in a little bit, Mike.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Total BNB in here is 384, so $87,000. The total supply of the GS50 token right now is 266,000. Total BNB in the token mint, 343. Total BNB paid to sponsors, 11 or $2,600. Developers, the foundation, and the loyalty bonus. Total BNB deposited, total BNB withdrawn. So this is, the left is the contract, the right is your information. So your GS50 tokens and how many you have, your dividends earned. Now, guys, this is not from recruiting, okay? If I would have started this today and told nobody, I would have already made $67 in less than 12 hours from just the dividends. This is what I made on referrals. So again, I posted it today on Facebook. I think a couple people signed up, but nothing crazy like a lot of the smart contracts we've seen, because it's just going money from one person to the other.
Yeah, like you said, it's 3%. Other smart contracts, talking about 100%, but it's not sustainable. It's based on you bringing in more people, where this is actually a liquidity pool that pays out in dividends. That's what really separates this from every other smart contract that I've seen, and that's what I love about it.
Brenda, how do you join? You should see a Google Doc like this, a link to it. I believe it's bit.ly, the runners 80/20. And you will find in there the training videos, our links, and some steps to get started. So that's how you'd want to get started. Loyalty bonus earned is right here, and the total I can withdraw. So in, less than 12 hours.
Less than 24, yeah.
Less than 24, I've, collected 124 or half a BNB in dividends. And I can withdraw those right now, and there's no penalty for taking your dividends. The only penalty is if I would withdraw and come up here and sell my GS50 tokens. So, if I wanted to sell 10 of them, right, I would get that much Binance back. If I wanted to sell, let's do 2,000, okay, I would get 5 Binance back. Now that's less than I put in. So already I've won, but I don't want to sell it back, because now I have a way to passively earn BNB while I sleep. Okay, this goes back to what Ricardo and I always talk about, is get multiple streams of income and earn money while you sleep and own assets, not liabilities. This 80/20 contract does all of that. And I think there's up room for BNB to go up in value. So I'm getting all these dividends, investing in an asset that I think will go up in value because it's the #1 exchange, and they have their own smart contract. When you have that much money and power in crypto, you can do a lot of stuff with it. Now the key, Ricardo, is at the bottom. Keep scrolling down. If you are new to crypto and you don't know how to do any of this, Rico has made trainings. So there's configure MetaMask, Binance Chain wallet setup, sending and swapping BNB. Now, just so everyone's aware, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but there's multiple versions of the BNB coin. There's an ERC20 BNB that runs on Ethereum. Then there's a BSC or Binance Smart Chain BNB. And you guys are going to have to get used to this because this is the future. You're going to have multiple cryptos on different blockchains. So right now, Bitcoin can be on Ethereum. Bitcoin can be on Binance. And this is done with a smart contract where Bitcoin is sent in to an Ethereum smart contract and a wrapped Bitcoin is sent out that functions on Ethereum. Now that might be blowing your mind, or you might be like, duh, Michael, I knew that. But this is the future. I'm just trying to educate everyone and get them caught up. So all the trainings are right here. If you want to, again, the Google Doc is in the videos on Facebook and YouTube. You can go there. I go through kind of a very simple step-by-step. You're going to want to put this into your MetaMask. And I just kind of walk you through a little bit. But really, if you're new and you have no idea what's going on, you're going to want to watch the videos at the bottom of the page. Ricardo, anything else you want to highlight or have me go over, just so people kind of see the opportunity this is?
Yeah, no, I think that was great. Everything is like Mike said. We put it in the Google Doc, so you'll be able to click on the Google Doc. You see the links are there, all the information is there, and also on the web page there, you see the videos at the bottom. Okay, and then of course, you're definitely going to run with the runners. Join the runners Facebook group. Okay, and I do see somebody say how much are the GS20 tokens now. Right now, they were at what, 68 cents? Right, Mike?
Yep, 68 cents.
So 68 cents for GS50 coins, the GS50s, not 20s. Yes. And the max time to stay in, there is no max time. There, you can get in and get out anytime you want. It's just keeping in mind that 80% of what you put in is what you get out, and the 20% goes towards the community. And then when you sell, about 7% comes out of what you're selling. You get 92%. So you just keep that in mind, but you want to leave it in there, long enough to generate some revenue, generate some dividends for you. The whole idea is you're not losing your funds; they're still there. Generating revenue for you. So,
and again, guys, what we do is built on principles, right? When we try to teach you guys do not sell assets, we mean that. And we say the same thing in crypto. So if you buy BNB and you think it's a good investment and you put it in here, you're not selling your asset. You've now turned that asset into cash flow, into dividends. And you can use those dividends for whatever you want, but you're keeping your main asset that you can take out anytime that you want. Now,
and as more people come in, like Mike mentioned, that dividend will get bigger. You know what I'm saying? The pie is getting bigger. Now, based on your percentage, hey, I would love 1% of $1 billion. $1 billion, I would love 1%, of 100 million. So as it goes up, as more BNB and, is in this pool, whatever your percentage is, and it's a community thing. So it's not, oh, you didn't recruit 10 people, you're not getting a dividend. No, you're going to get a dividend if you got some, if you got some stake in this contract.
And Yolanda said, can you go in and out? You can, but I wouldn't really advise it because you're going to pay an 8% fee when you exit.
Yeah, so just keep in mind for that 8% fee at the exit. So whatever if that's the case, if your idea is to get in this and then I guess receive some dividend and then get out, just keep in mind that what you got in at, and then know that when you take it out, subtract that 8%, so that way you're either broke even or you had a profit. You don't want to enter, like if I enter now and then leave, like with like that, you'll probably lose because you paid a little bit to come in and you got to pay a little bit to get out.
Well, hey, if we got David in, anyone can do this, guys. Our boy David's in, so we know you can do it. Just take the time, get educated. Oh, and Ricardo, I wanted to mention you can do this with $0. $0. So if you go to one of our links in the Google Doc and interact with the contract and you do your first transaction where you link it to your MetaMask, you get a referral code that you can give to people without you even investing in the contract. So if let's say you have no opportunities, you have $0, take the time to learn how to do this, interact with the smart contract, get your referral link and share it to other people. And if they put anything in, you're getting that 3%. Then you can use that to get some GS50 and start your progress.
And that's different from other smart contracts because you have to buy in at a certain level to get paid on a referral from that level. So pretty much like Mike is saying, you can create a free account, okay, and share this bank right here, this smart contract, and you'll get paid at 3%. of what they put in. Okay, and then you can reinvest that 3%. You know,
and I told somebody the other day, I was trying to explain it to. It's kind of like, you know how Chase will pay you like $500 if someone signs up for their bank using your link.
right.
That's really what this is it's a bank for BNB, and you get a 3%, you know, referral commission if you tell someone about it, and you can do it for free. So I love it because I'm long-term in crypto. I rarely ever sell crypto. So how can I get the most yield safely and easily? Now, you know, if you know what you're doing on Binance and Ethereum, yeah, you can go to some pools and make some massive gains, but you got to monitor it. You got to jump from farm to farm and, you know, hope you don't get screwed or they don't pull the rug out. But I don't have time for all that. I just want to put my assets to work and go about living my life. And I can come back in 5 months or 6 months and see how much BNB is there when BNB is over 1,000. And then, I mean, think about that, Ricardo. We haven't even touched on that, right?
Oh, no.
Like we're getting these dividends.
Yeah.
I got half a BNB today. Well, what happens when BNB? So if you think short term, you're like, oh, I made $120. If I'm thinking long term, when BNB hits 1,000, I just made $500 in 12 hours.
Right.
So
yeah, you're right, Mike, because you shouldn't really value it in dollars. You should value it in the amount of BNB that you receive. And then the value of the BNB, now that's in dollars. But like Mike is saying, if he stopped today, that half of BNB he got, it's $100 and something now, but it can easily be 500 something later. You know, and that's why I say don't look at cryptocurrency to the end of the year. You know, I mean, you know, don't sell assets. You know, I don't care what cryptocurrency does right now. The market can drop. You know, I'm going to buy more and, you know, let's see where I'm at the end of the year. You know, see what's going on there. So there's some questions in the
good questions here. So I wouldn't recommend selling your Bitcoin. I would recommend using dollars. But if you had Bitcoin, you would want to exchange it for BNB. If you have Trust Wallet, that's the easiest, and Rico goes into that on his videos. But you'd have to transfer Bitcoin to BNB. The contract only takes BNB because it's running on their smart.
I think it's better to do it through MetaMask. I'm not sure if that Trust Wallet situation got corrected. There was something with Trust Wallet. I can't remember the details, but if they can do it through MetaMask, it's probably better to go through MetaMask.
I did it through Trust Wallet.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. And Ren asked, do smart contracts have an expiration? Good question. They do not. Once a smart contract is launched, it can't be changed. So there's lots of testing and auditing that goes into it. So yeah, this smart contract will be here for the rest of time as long as there is any electricity and any one computer processing stuff on the Ethereum smart contract. You know, if there's one computer processing Ethereum transactions, this smart contract will live forever.
And somebody said Atomic Wallet. We were just talking about that earlier, Mike. Using the Atomic Wallet.
So Craig White, what you want to do is we can use Trust Wallet, but we can't use the browser. So you want to have your same MetaMask or your same Ethereum address on your Trust Wallet as your MetaMask. If you had to, I would just use the MetaMask extension for your iPhone, or Atomic Wallet allows you to have a browser as well. But I do mine on the computer because I think it's easier. But you can have, just so you guys understand, your wallets allow you to access the blockchain. Your tokens aren't kept on your phone or your computer. So you can have the same wallet that you get on your phone and your computer, and you can access them both. The Trust Wallet's good because it takes the Ethereum ERC20 BNB and turns it to the BSC or Binance Smart Chain BNB. And it's super easy. You just click, I talk about it. You just click the 3 dots and say transfer to Smart Chain or something. I believe, Anthony, no. can we transfer our BNB from Clever to Trust? Yes, you can. I was just listening to watch Rico's videos. I believe he said Clever will not let you go from ERC20 to main. So you'd want to send your BNB to the trust and then easily transfer it to Binance Smart Chain. And Cole, probably just showing up. You can start, what can we start with? 1 BNB. You can start with nothing, Cole. 0. You could do 0.01 BNB. You can do it for free. So there's no minimum to get started. You can even do it for free, get your referral link and share it with people and then get the dividends. So yeah, I mean, I think, Ricardo, this is great. And that's what we try to bring to people, is where everyone wins. There's no way to lose with 7K, as we say time and time again. I don't see any way to lose with this unless you just decide to sell out after a day for some stupid reason and, lose some money. Basically, you want to get in early, and it's a saving game. Who can save the longest? Are you still there, Ricardo?
Yeah, I was having some kind of glitch. I froze up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. I don't know what that was about.
So Andre, can we switch BNB to BSC and Trust Wallet and leave it? You can, but you'd want to send that to the smart contract. So once you transfer it from BNB to the BSC BNB in your Trust Wallet, you can send it back or send it to the smart contract. And I would watch Rico's videos because he does a nice job of explaining how to do it.
Yep.
And it's great because I don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, folks, this is, invest in yourself when involving your finances in anything. Take your time, watch those videos. Take your time, look at the Google Doc. Take your time and go to Binance Academy, where they're giving you that free information on smart contracts, blockchain, ERC20, what is the BNB coin? I mean, everything you need to know about cryptocurrency, blockchain, DeFi is all in that site that we showed you earlier, Binance Academy. So take your time, okay, so you can know, what it is you're involving yourself in. And when you got it, when you're able to articulate it or regurgitate it to somebody and explain it to them so eloquently as Mike did for us tonight on how it works, okay? So, it's a fantastic opportunity, but it's also a fantastic opportunity for you to enrich yourself in the understanding of what it is you're doing with your money.
Yeah, without a doubt, Ricardo. And someone asked, who's Rico? So this is the team behind the 80/20. Rico.
Black-owned smart contract. Love it.
There you go. Rico, Lindsay, Joel. I know Freon the most. We've done a couple things together. So he's the one who brought me in. But yeah, I mean, you should definitely look at their big plans. They plan to do a lot with, so you can find that on, I don't know, I haven't looked at their roadmap, but you could look at the white paper. But I believe they have charity built in and, trying to make the world a better place, using a group economy. I mean, that's what it's about. What's your quote on the 1% of?
So yeah, so J. Paul Getty, all right, the wealthiest, first recorded billionaire in history, said, "I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than to rely on 100% of my own." And that goes along with Warren Buffett's quote of, "If you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you'll work until you die." Okay, so this is the beauty of networking, of collective, coming together with their resources and creating a system where people can benefit financially from, together as a group economics, is put into the smart contract. And it doesn't matter, you don't have to be an accredited investor. It doesn't matter your age. Okay. There are no barriers here. Mike said you can do it for free. So this is a whole new economy. This is a new world of decentralized finance. The old way of doing things are done. It's a new era, and we're charting it out. We make the decisions, and we're utilizing technology to do that. And that's why they're afraid of, what we got going on with blockchain and crypto and the internet and everything else, and they try to shut down our YouTube channels, well, we coming right back. Okay, they can't stop us.
And Ren, without a doubt, yeah, share this video. I mean, that's why Ricardo and I do this, so you guys can use this information to send to people, to wake them up, to show them there's a better way for what they're doing. So I think that's it, Ricardo. Just going to remind people again, we got the Runners merch at therunners.shop. Therunners.shop. We got champion hoodies, t-shirts, mugs. This is, one of our top selling t-shirts. The famous Ricardo Hamilton quote, "If you didn't come from a wealthy family, make sure a wealthy family comes from you." And guys, it's all about creating a culture and an environment where people wake up and start saving in real assets and start getting residual income and having home-based businesses and, start pulling their value from these banks that use, when you put $1 in a bank, what do they do with it? They loan out 90 to 100% of it. They just dilute what you're trying to save.
Right.
And
right.
With this smart contract, it's the opposite. When you put money in, you're going to be paid in an asset passively. So this is just next level stuff. We're going to keep changing the world one family at a time, showing people there's a better way to get ahead, and you don't have to be stuck in this rat race forever. Ricardo, I'm good. Last words from you, my man.
Look, if you miss Cancun, don't miss Salt Lake City. Okay? 7K, the Runners, I'm telling you, it's going to be a fantastic event. I'm telling you, major news is coming out. So if you're already running with the Runners and you're in 7K metals, getting these assets, leveraging a home-based business that allows you to reduce your tax exposure, creating a residual income that will pay you and your loved ones long after you're gone. Okay, diversifying in the highest asset class of gold and silver, which is numismatic coins. Okay, you're going to want to make sure you're in Salt Lake City in May, okay? Make sure you're in Salt Lake City. Oh, I wanted that one. Look, Mike always gets the good stuff.
And Brenda Baldwin, I got you, girl. From what I've been told, we have 3X and 4X tees now.
Awesome.
So Daryl.
Yeah.
We got 3X and 4X tees. If they're not working, let me know. But I was told today we should be rocking the 3X and the 4X.
Yeah. And look, folks, give yourself time to succeed. Okay. Michael talk about it. He says, get one coin a month, dollar cost average in the certain cryptos. Give yourself time to succeed, folks. When we started the Runners in 7K, and we had momentum, and we still got momentum, over 5,000 people and growing, but we only been in less than 6 months. And we just been getting assets and, helping people get $200, $250, $500,000 a month, and higher. And the thing is that, folks, we just getting started. So write down your goal, have a vision. Okay. If you're ready to quit your job, right, next year, right, have a plan. Mike set up something for the Runners. I call it the Runners Blueprint. That's a beautiful one, Mike, there you got. And the Runners Blueprint is really what Mike calls the IPAs, income producing activities. Okay. You got to have something you're doing every day, or, committed to growing your business. How many people are you reaching out to? How many three-way calls have you done? How many presentations have you exposed people to? How much training have you done in the back office? This is the type of income producing activity, that's going to help you really achieve being in position to possibly, fire your boss. Okay. Now, it's not a get rich quick thing. It's a serious business. But if you take it seriously, it will free you. It will free you. And everybody has their own season. Some people might do it in 6 months. Some people might do it in 12. Some people might take 5 or 10. But at least they put themselves in position, because we know what working 40 hours a week for 40 years of your life to retire on 40% of your income looks like, especially when you have massive debt creation, an economy in collapse, and a global reset that's taking place right now, the best thing that you can do is work your butt off in your home-based business, acquiring assets, diversifying, and creating residual income, leveraging this fantastic company with 7K. I'm telling you, it's the best thing that you can do. Just give yourself time to succeed and help people get these assets and create a residual income for themselves. So
Gabriel, in my defense, she's the one that mentioned it in a comment. So I wasn't selling her out. And it's because it's a dress. It's a dress. You got to wear it with the leggings. So our schedule this week, we get the next 2 days off, Ricardo. So enjoy it. Have fun. But we are here live Tuesday through Saturday at 9:30 Eastern Standard on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, a couple other places. Team training. Okay. Get plugged in. Know what's going on. Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. And then we do our one weekly Zoom presentation Wednesday at 7 o'clock at that Zoom ID. All the Zoom IDs are the same room, 7 o'clock, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, and if you're running with the runners and 7K folks, you got to be on those trainings, okay? You got to be on those trainings. It's not the same every time. We're dropping jewels and information. You want to stay updated. You want to pick up and articulate these things. You know, that's when you start to see change, when you become passionate about it, when you become, you know, emotionally invested in your success. And that's when you really spend your time, you know, plugging into everything, listening to everything. It becomes you, because sales, you know, and we're not really selling, but it's the transference of belief. You know, when you're talking to somebody and they say, man, you really believe this thing. Man, you're so passionate. Man, you're excited. They'll get into it just because you are more excited and you believe you found a way, when you're talking to people who have no idea what they're doing, no idea where they're going. They have no drive, no passion, no goals, no dreams, no vision. And here you come excited about a better way for you and for them. And they're going to feel that. They're going to see your consistency. And that's where the magic is, folks. That's where lives are being changed. They want to see that spark. And that's why we've had success, because we know these assets. Okay. We know the $1.2 million mistake, folks. We know the importance of acquiring one of these coins. Just one. $105 a month. Just one every single month. And not make that $1.2 million mistake. Okay? This is why most people aren't happy where they are in their life, because they aren't disciplined enough to commit to doing something over a period of time. They'll do it for a few months and say, oh, okay, that was enough, I'm done. Or they'll get distracted, or they'll do something else. Folks, you got to focus. You got to stay committed. And by the time you turn around 1 year, 3 years, 5 years later, trust me, you're going to be in a much wealthier, much more secure position than you would have been if you had not done it. Because with this 7K membership, you have a home-based business that allows you to reduce your tax exposure, okay, create a residual income, and acquire assets that are going to increase in value over time, especially as we have massive debt creation, silver shortages, and people that are looking for a better way, because we got hundreds of thousands of people unemployed, okay, filing for first-time unemployment claims every single week. It seems like 700, 800, 900,000 people unemployed, okay? And so we're not going to reach everybody, but look for those people who want freedom. Trust and believe that there's a force that is using you to help others. And when you help others, you get what you want. The more people you help, the more you get what you want. So focus on attracting people who need what you got. Focus on attracting people who need what you got. And trust me, there's a lot of people that need what we got, and they might not know it, but they're waiting for you. They're waiting for you to open up that door for them, okay, and introduce them to this opportunity and let them make the decision for yourself. And the last thing I'll say is, don't get emotionally invested when you share this with somebody and they say no. You've done your job, okay? You've done your job. Don't get emotionally invested if they say no, because no doesn't mean never. It just means not right now. And you got somebody else that you got to go talk to and help them get started. Because one thing I do know about business too, it is a numbers game. You might talk to 10 people and one of them are ready to get started with you. it was worth it, folks, because like Mike says, when we close out this stream, we're changing families one life at a time, one family at a time. We're changing families. We're changing lives. The ripple effect of what we're doing today will last for generations to come, okay? Because we are getting assets, okay? Silver, okay? Because we are getting that $1.2 million coin right there, that numismatic coin every single month. Because we are leveraging this beautiful system called 7K Metals. And folks, trust me, run with the runners, lace up, let's get wealthy.
I love it. And Ricardo, I'll add one thing is when I heard Robert Kiyosaki say he'll tell 100 people something and maybe 2 will get it, that changed my total mindset about people rejecting you or not listening to you. You know, I'm to the point where if people don't see the opportunity in 7K or other crypto, I feel sad for them, you know, and I know they're not ready, but at least I tried. At least they can't say I didn't try to tell them. And that takes the burden off of me and I can sleep at night. And when you get that mentality of I have to tell everyone this, so they at least know, and I can at least say to myself, hey, I tried to save them. Yep. I tried to tell them. Yep. But some people have to go through so much pain and struggle until they're ready to listen and wake up. And when they do, they'll be back.
And I'm gonna say this because when you just said that, Mike, you know, people have watched my journey, you know, and they've seen my rise. You know, they're seeing the fruits of my labor, and they're seeing what we're creating with the runners, and they're seeing. I'm telling them, I'm showing them, you know, I'm giving them receipts and everything, and you know, they're still not in. They're still not doing it. You know, they're seeing it works. They're seeing my life being changed, and they're still not doing it. You know, and I tell them, what are you waiting on? What's going on? And they have all kind of excuses and everything else. So, you know, just know that you're going to have those people, but don't focus on them. Focus on the people, you know, who need what we got, you know, who are fired up and excited, and keep giving value to them. You know, they talk about the 5 fingers of separation or 5 degrees of separation, right? And so you never know who you talk to and who they know that can just light your business on fire, okay? You never know who you talk to, and you never know who they know, okay? Somebody could just be coming out of their prayer closet, all right? And then you call them about an opportunity about saving in gold and silver or creating additional income. Somebody could have just got fired. They can get fired tomorrow. You could have talked to them yesterday, and they said, I'm good. And because of this pandemic, or because maybe they don't want to take the vaccine, and they found out that their job is saying they got to take the vaccine, they say, well, I got to quit this job, right? Okay. And then here you come tomorrow saying, hey, look, I know we talked, you know, a week ago. I just want to check in with you, just let you know everything is, you know, going well over here. Just keep in mind that, you know, there's a better way. When you're ready, I want to help you, you know, have success and get these assets, because it's changing my life, and I know the value of it. And it just might be that time where they say, okay, let me look at this thing again, man. You keep talking about it, you know, you so excited. Let me just look at it. Don't get that feeling like, you know, people want to be chased. Okay, they want to feel valued. So don't get that feeling like, oh, I'm bothering this person. I'm pressing them out. No. If you're doing it tactfully, they're gonna appreciate you, because they see you as a driven person. They see you serious. You must see something in this so bad that you keep coming to me, and I keep, you know, playing around with you, not getting serious or not giving you, you know, what you're looking for. And then, you know, you never know what's going in somebody's head. So all I'm saying is just stay open-minded and give yourself time to succeed.
All right, guys, thank you so much for everyone that came out tonight. We appreciate you. We love you. We're excited to see you guys win. Probably sometime this week, we'll do some sort of a live Zoom, maybe to help some new people get signed up to the 80/20. But, you know, you doing it yourself will make it more worth it. You putting and investing that time into yourself. So we will see you guys Tuesday night at 9:30 live right here again. All right.
And if you're in 7K, of course, I got the corporate call on Monday night. Definitely plug into the corporate call Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But all right, let's lace up. Let's get wealthy. We out.